Hello everyone. In this video, I will explain about the heat treatment of the steel. So during the manufacturing of the steel, there are so many residual stresses which are generated inside the steel, and to relieve these residual stresses, we required heat treatment of the steel. So because of the residual stresses, steel do not perform according to the requirement. So heat treatment is helpful to modify some material properties. So those properties are like hardness, ductility, and toughness of the metal. There are various type of heat treatment processes. They are like annealing, normalizing, quenching, tempering, and case hardening. We will go through them and I will give you some examples based on that. First process is annealing. So whenever there is a hot work or cold work process is done on the metal, as you can see from this figure, there are different types of stresses which are called as the residual stresses are generated inside the layer to layer of the steel. So these all stresses are not uniform. Because of that, when this metal is placed in the actual condition or on the field or in the service application, it behaves differently. It will not behave like a stress strain curve which is normal for the steel, and there are possibilities of sudden failure or sudden buckling of the steel can happen. So to get rid of that, annealing can be done. In annealing process, material is heated to a temperature above 100 degree Fahrenheit or 38 degree Celsius above the critical temperature. Because of this amount of heat, the carbon which is inside the layers or the structure of the steel dissolve or diffuse completely and uniformly melt inside the metal, and then it will be allowed to cool down slowly inside the furnace. So here two main things are heat the metal above the critical temperature and then slowly cool inside the furnace. So we are not taking metal outside of the furnace after heating it. We are heating it inside the furnace, and also we are letting it cool slowly inside the furnace. So during this slow cool down, you can see the hard material is slowly becoming a ductile material, and because of that it is having the improved characteristics or improved property for its service life. So annealing is helpful to refine the grain structure and also make material more ductile. Next process is normalizing. As we discussed in annealing, we can heat the metal above its critical temperature, then letting it cool slowly inside the furnace. But in normalizing, you can heat metal more than the annealing temperature, then keep out of the furnace and letting it cool down within the room temperature. So as you can see in the normalizing, you are not allowing the metal to cool down inside the furnace, but you are taking metal out of the furnace and letting it cool down inside the room temperature or with the air. So because of that, you will get slightly harder structure than aniline, and also which is having more amount of strength and slightly less ductility or less ductility compared to aniline. In normalizing, carbon is also dissolved, so you can get the uniform structure, which is very helpful, and this normalized material is weldable, so you can easily weld them. Next heat treatment process is quenching. It is known as the rapid rate of cooling process. So when metal is hot and it suddenly cool down inside the air, water or oil, that is called as the quenching. Cooling in the air, we just discussed about that, and that is more normalizing process. So quenching is more focused on cooling the metal with the water or with the oil. Oil quenching is slow, but it helps to prevent quenching cracks which can be found on the top surface of the metal. Mostly for medium carbon and alloy steel, water can be used as a quenching medium. You have heard quenching of shaft, you have heard quenching of springs. So those all are alloy material and mostly quenching is done with the water. In quenching, temperature wise, metal is very hot, which is around 800 degree Fahrenheit, and because of the water or oil medium, it suddenly reach to 400 degree temperature or less than 400 degree temperature. Quenching is mainly depend on the triple tree diagram of the metal. If you guys want to know more about it, I can create a separate video. Please write down in the comment in case you want to know more about triple T diagram. Final heat treatment process is tempering. Quenching can give you harder and stronger material which is having residual stresses inside the structure. So now it's very important to get rid of these all residual stresses. That is why tempering can be done. Once the quenching is finished, metal is reheated and then allow it to slowly cool down with the room temperature around the air. So during this slow cool down, hardness would be reduced and also the residual stresses will go away from the metal. And these are very helpful for the service life of the metal. Reheating of the metal, it depends on the type of the metal, how much you want to reheat that thing and then allowing it to slow down. That is depends on the metal to metal. So tempering is done after you finish the quenching to get rid of the residual stresses. Let's see the example of the heat treatment process of annealing followed by the normalizing. For the AISI 4320 steel, which is common for the shaft manufacturing, as you can see from the graph, once the metal is rolled, annealing was done and after that normalizing was followed. So during the annealing, you can see the amount of tensile strength and yield strength which were improved once the normalizing process was done. Thank you. If you need to know more about the heat treatment process, please write down in the comment section below. Please subscribe to my channel.